What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to another 5-minute build for Dungeon Defenders 2. Taking a quick look at the Maldonis incursion. Starting off on our Serenity Hour Monk, gonna pop just a couple down right here, and then quickly switch over to the EV. Now, we're gonna be spawn camping this build, and I've done a lot of farming on it lately, and it is so much quicker if you spawn camp. And of course, all the maps are, but this one in particular, I mean, you can stretch this bad boy out to like 40 minutes if you really try, doing the old turtle build. But if you spawn camp them here, I think you can knock it out probably in as quick as about 15, maybe even a little bit shorter. I haven't timed it quite yet. Anyway, I'm making sure to have the line of nodes across the top relatively lined up on the top of the stairs. All stairs, when I put them on stairs, I tend to do that, and it makes for easier placement of anything else that you might want to put in between. And oh yeah, we're going to overkill the shit out of this map, so we'll be putting some stuff in between. Alright, then we're going to switch over to our Geyser Trap Huntress. What? Oh yeah, still got one. It's right here. We're going to bust out the Geyser Traps for this one, and that is going to make this map, this entire side, almost AFKable. Now, this incursion, of course, is supposed to go away. I would love to see it stay, but it's part of the Halloween event itself. So, it's going to be leaving, but this build can also be used on Temple of the Necrotic. And, of course, with Temple of the Necrotic, you got all those additional bosses and ogres. You want to make sure to pay a special close attention to them. Now we're going to PDT it up. We got one down that lane, one for the flyers in the ravine. Going to go right next to the bell here. And this one's going to mainly be covering this first set of stairs, but it's going to have overlap onto that set as well. Then we're going to go right over here by this tree. We're going to do the same thing. Going to have coverage on that set, but the other set as well. Now let's just go ahead and get all set up for the flyers. We're going to put a PDT right there, and then a PDT right here on this entrance. Now, I am PDTing the shit out of the place, obviously. That's the most OP trap in the game. And considering this is an event that could be going away, and probably will be going away soon, I strongly encourage everyone just to swallow their pride, bust out the PDTs, and get this thing done quick. So once you get all your PDTs in place, we're going to switch back over to our Serenity Hour Monk. Now, the Serenity Hour, particularly on this side, there's some funniness with the proton beams, and I'll show you about that in a minute. So you have to make sure you give yourself a little bit of room there. Here you just need to make sure you have enough room for protons on the far side, like so. And we're going to put a full 110 unit beam right here. Basically, we're just creating a complete roadblock. And the proton stops them, the PDT wrecks them, and obviously the proton doesn't necessarily hurt in the wrecking department either. Now, the funny thing I was talking about on the protons on this side, for some reason there's something with the terrain, elevations or something, where you can't cross the proton beam over to cover this area. Anything on the left you can't place on the right, anything on the right you can't place on the left. So since we have just a ton of DU available, I'm just going to go ahead and do a full proton on both sections. And that really is going to, you know, it looks a little ugly over here on this side, but it is really going to get the job done. I'm going to do the same thing here. Now here you're going to notice, you know, ideally you'd want to put this beam right here, but it's not letting you place it because of that funny terrain. However, if you come just over far enough, you can squeeze one in there. And same thing there, just going to scribble it up and make just a roadblock. And definitely going to put a stop to anything that wants to come through there. And just get it placed as best you can. And that is basically the build. Now from here, during the upgrades, I usually, or lately I have been playing on my Huntress, hoping to find some better Huntress gear here. But as we get into Wave 2, just upgrade whatever you want. Common sense would tell you to get the PDTs upgraded pretty quickly. I don't repair any of these proton beams. When they need to be repaired, I'll just upgrade them. So basically I just force everything into the PDTs, and then if a proton gets below, say, 50%, then I'll go ahead and upgrade that bad boy, and that has been getting it done for me. Now, I do pay special attention to get the 2 flyer PDTs upgraded to tier 3 as quickly as possible. Once you get those to tier 3, you can ignore them. That's more than enough to kill all the flyers, or at least with my set of gear it is. There's plenty of green mana available on this map with the 7 waves, so of course you can get it upgraded all the way up to tier 5 if you choose to. So that's going to do it for now, and another 5-minute build for DD2. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya.